Hello, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I just want to talk about something that has just been very heavy on my mind. Right now, I am taking kind of a social media break. I feel like I have so much on my plate between the move and health stuff going on with my youngest, and I don't know, just a lot of moral conflict and just a lot going on. And then on top of that, you have random people hating on situations they don't know or understand and saying cruel and mean things, which is just nobody deserves. I've just been taking a break from TikTok and Instagram. That being said, I really think that I'm about ready to be done with TikTok. It's not worth it. I was making pros and cons lists with my husband about everything and about each platform specifically, and then social media as a whole. TikTok is just not worth it. It's terrible, and I could go into all of the pros and cons, but I just feel like that's kind of irrelevant to you guys. But I feel like it's not worth it, and I might be done with it. I really might. I still like Instagram, but I don't know if I like the way that I've been using Instagram. I feel like trying to use Instagram to be TikTok, which is obviously what the platform wants. That's why they created Reels, but I just don't like that. I don't think that that's what makes Instagram Instagram. Instagram is photos. Instagram is where I want to get creative and do creative photo shoots and, you know, have that space outside of creating videos. And I feel like because of TikTok, that is less of what Instagram is used for. And I mean, it's my platform, you know what I mean? My account is my account, so I can use it for whatever I want. And I feel like I have fallen so deep into a hole of doing what the apps want or what the followers want or things like that, and not doing what I want. And I feel like that's where a lot of my loss of passion has come from. And I always get a lot of mental clarity whenever I do take a step back and stop trying to force myself to post and just take a step back and figure out what I'm doing, what I'm passionate about, what do I want my message to be, what is my purpose in posting? Because if I don't have a purpose in posting, I shouldn't be posting. And I really don't want my kids being the forefront of my content. Bentley keeps closing the curtains. I don't want the kids to be the forefront of my content. Obviously they're a huge part of my life, and so sharing, you know, any bits and pieces of my life is going to include the fact that I have kids and I'm a mom. But I don't want it to be solely based around that, because I think that's also where a lot of identity crisis comes from, in the sense of feeling all I am is a mom, or all people are interested in is me as a mom. And maybe that's true, but there's an audience out there for everything. So I just need to be vulnerable and be myself again. And that's something that I feel like I haven't been in a long time, because I've just been so scared of what everybody's gonna say, because everybody always has something to say. But the fact of the matter is that everybody always has something to say. I'm never doing anything right. I'm always wrong. So I'm just gonna be me. But all of that being said, I really think that I am done with TikTok. I think that it's just time for that chapter of my life to be closed. It's hard to make that decision, and it's not 100% yet, but I just feel deep in my soul, this is something I've gone back and forth on for literally a year now. I have been done with it for a while, and I'm getting really close to just being ready to close that chapter entirely. I'm sure that I'll still end up making reels, because I love making videos. So I'm sure that on Instagram I'll still make reels, but I think I'm just gonna kind of dial it back to just doing Instagram and YouTube. And a lot of my video stuff will be YouTube. And anytime that I'm asking my followers, what are you guys wanting to see from me? What content do you enjoy from me? People always say vlogs. I don't understand why people always say vlogs and then that only is on Instagram. If people want to see vlogs and my life and just stuff like that, that's what my YouTube is. So I'm just gonna lean into that, and I'm just gonna be doing my vlogs on YouTube. Maybe I'll be able to pick up how much I'm posting on YouTube, and I'll be able to post more on YouTube if I'm not spread so thin posting on a million different platforms. But I really just want to cut it to just Instagram and YouTube. I never wanted to be a TikToker. That was never my intentions. I started posting TikToks when COVID happened in quarantine, and I never expected that to become so consuming in my life. And I don't like what it has turned into for literally a million different reasons. So feel free to leave your thoughts on it, but I'm just kind of getting my thoughts out. And you know, a lot of my YouTube is documenting things for me to go look back on later in life, and especially throughout like my pregnancies and stuff, and like documenting my feelings going through complications and things like that. And there's stuff going on with Graham right now that I don't know if I want to share or not. I shared the most vague thing about it, and then people started eating me alive and saying that, oh, rent's due, I need to exploit my children's medical information for money, which isn't true. I don't make money off of TikTok or Instagram right now, so it's not true. And I know that I'm not exploiting medical information, and I didn't even share what was actually going on. I just said that he needs an MRI. That was fun, and that's kind of what sparked this whole thing of like, enough is enough, and I'm just sick of like subjecting myself to horrible people all the time. So I don't know, I'm sure that by doing this, it's just gonna bring the horrible people to my YouTube, and be that as it may, it is what it is. But at least YouTube is a space where it's not so much pressure to get everything up in the moment, and I can like film and I can process things, and I can film a video and not post it for a year if I wanted to. Like, I can document all of my feelings and things, and then have a beat to breathe and look at it and edit and decide what I feel like is truly necessary to put out into the world, instead of everything just being decided in a split second with Instagram and TikTok. That's what I think is the hardest for me, is like, also I'm busy, I'm moving, I have 2 kids, like it's become really hard to keep up with how much you need to post on those platforms to be successful. I can't do that. Like, I can't make 10 videos a day. Like, I am with my kids, and my kids deserve me being with them. So it's just like not working anymore, and it's, I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind. I change my mind all the time about a million things, but right now I just am really over it, and I'm trying to find a compromise, because I wanted to quit social media as a whole altogether, but I felt like that was quitting a passion. I'm very passionate about creating content and videos and photos and all of that. I'm very passionate about that, and I felt like that was just giving up because of mean people, and that just didn't feel like, I just didn't feel like that's what God wants. God gave me this platform for a reason. He gave, like, not everybody is blessed with that, you know what I mean? So there's obviously a reason that I was given this platform, and I just think that every time that the hate gets really loud, it's because the devil knows I'm doing something right, and he's trying to shut me down, and I'm trying not to let him shut me down. I'm trying to just take a breath, reconnect, recoup, talk to God, figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, and drown out the noise. I just needed to like kind of rant a little bit and just kind of get that off of my chest. I don't know what I have on the agenda today. We are really at a point where there's not a whole lot left that we can pack until we are like week of the move, but we did a lot this weekend. We got the U-Haul and all that stuff reserved. We still have some stuff that we need to order. I might be able to do that today, I don't know. There's just like a couple of loose ends, I guess, with packing. Like, there is some stuff that we can pack, but I'm not sure. So I want to do something fun with the kids, but I don't know what to do. Like, I want to get out of the house. Bentley wants to go outside so bad, but I don't know what to do, because we can't just hang out here. The park is a little bit hard because he's still little, so I have to like go through the playground with him, and I can't do that with Graham, so it's just hard. Can you stop screaming? Can you stop screaming? Please? Oh, thank you. But yeah, I will update you when I figure out what I'm doing for the day. Okay, so the day is almost over, but now we're actually packing some stuff. I didn't do jack during the day. I literally went and drove around and got Taco Bell. But we're gonna pack up this PC. We might pack up like the sound bar. We just packed up some more shoes and like documents and stuff. So we're gonna bubble wrap some stuff, put it in boxes, just like we've been doing for the last freaking month. It's a joy. Moving is so fun, not stressful at all. Hello, it's another day of the same bullshit. All right, so today, this kids room is pretty much as packed as it can be. There's a couple of things like these, but I'm using those to cover cords right now because we don't have them on the walls. And then like these things, like there's a couple of things that will still need to get packed, but a lot of it is gonna be like right at the end before we move. So what I'm gonna do today, at least in this room, is pull everything off of the wall and clean the baseboards. I'm gonna try to kind of clean the walls and like all of that tedious stuff, clean the doors, all of that, so that this room is like as clean as it can be. I need to clean the blinds, but I don't have like a duster thing yet. We're gonna borrow one from my mother-in-law, but like haven't grabbed it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. If I'm able to like dust and clean the blinds without a duster, then I will. I just like don't know how. I don't know how to tackle that yet. So I'm gonna start with the baseboards because that's what I told myself I'm gonna do. So right now, Bentley is just kind of like roaming around and playing. I have this set up for tummy time should we decide to use it. He's in the chair right now, but he's trying to sit up, so I'm probably just gonna put him on tummy time. Sometimes I don't like doing that when he doesn't have my full attention because I don't want Bentley to like run up and like, I don't know, put a toy on him or fall or whatever. So it's easiest like this right now, but if I need to change the situation, I will. Okay, so the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna first go over it with the Swiffer just to get like the flat part of it and just get the initial like gunk off. I'm also gonna vacuum any of the dust off. After that, I'm gonna go through it with a microfiber towel and some cleaner and get into like the cracks and stuff so that they are as clean as they can be. So first things first, I moved everything out of the way so that I can clean it. And of course, this is only one of the 4 walls, so it's gonna take a while. That's why we're doing it now and not the day before we leave. And that way the day before we leave, it's just like a quick wipe touch up. The room's a disaster, but 2 baseboards done. I'll show you. So I've got this whole baseboard done all the way through there. 2 more to go. Okay, all of the baseboards are done. I think now what I'm gonna do is the frames of the doors, using a magic eraser on the doors for any scuffs, like stuff like that, for example. Just those weird marks, you know, so I'm gonna do that. And then I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is like the windowsill and hopefully potentially the blinds. It is about to start storming. I'm gonna do this other side and give you like a before and after. I feel like it's not gonna show up very well, but there's various marks from the dogs and the kids and whatever. So I'll show you after. Okay, and this is the best I got on this. It's a lot cleaner down here. And these little baseboards are pretty clean. So in this room, the last door is this one that I need to do because the other side of that one's already done. So this will be the last door. And then this room will be done for the doors. Now I'm gonna do these windowsills and they're pretty gross. I won't lie, like that's really gross, but I'll let you know what it looks like after. Okay, so here's this windowsill now. Much better. So, update. I finished all of the baseboards, all of the doors. I also cleaned the blinds in the kids' room. So, that is done. I have a list on my phone of like what to do, like what all needs to be done in that room. I haven't started the list for the other rooms yet, but I've done the doors, baseboards, windowsills, and blinds. So, now I'm going to do the blinds and the windowsill in our room because I don't know, it was like the most tedious and annoying part, so I'm just gonna do that in here to get it over with. I know that this room collects the most dust because this is the room the dogs are in the most, so it just collects a lot of dust. So I'm gonna do it, but I know that it's gonna need to get done again, but maybe hopefully not to the same extreme extent that it needs to right now. Hopefully it'll just be kind of like a dust down. I'll let you know if I get it done. Oh, I also wanted to tell you the way I'm doing it. So I'm vacuuming the blinds to get all of the loose dust off, and then I'm going with a microfiber towel with soap and water, like Dawn dish soap and water, and I'm just like dipping that in a bowl of that and then wiping them down, and then I'm going back with a different microfiber with just water, and that's been working really, really well. So that's what I've been doing. Okay, I wish I would have taken before and afters, but I've done so much. So I cleaned the blinds in the bedroom. I cleaned the inside and the outside of the closet doors. I cleaned the bedroom side versus the hallway side. I cleaned the bedroom side of the door, and then I cleaned the bedroom side of the bathroom door. I'm gonna do the other side whenever we clean the bathroom. Yeah, they were really, really, really bad because of the dogs. So this room was rough. I did not do the baseboards, but my wrist hurts so bad. so I gotta stop. But windowsill, blinds, and a lot of the doors are done. And I've been cleaning literally all day. Charles should be getting off soon. I'm tapping out for the day. My wrist literally hurts so bad. I don't even know why, but we've gotten a lot accomplished today. That's really, really good. So we'll see what the rest of the week brings. Okay, I spent like the whole day yesterday watching The Rookie, and I really, really, really want to do that again today, but I'm gonna see if there's anything that I can get accomplished. I've been starting to get so much anxiety because I'm still not gonna tell you like the move date, but we're just getting really close, and it's scary. It's really scary because it's just scary. So I'm gonna see what else I can get accomplished. I might do the baseboards in the bedroom. Okay, so for the baseboards in here, I'm gonna do everything that has stuff that I can be easily moving, but I'm not gonna move like the bed. I'm just gonna save that like part of the wall for whenever everything's empty, because that's just not worth it. But I'll do all of the rest of the room, and my goal is that if I do everything that's like remotely accessible, there's not gonna be like a ton left when the room, or like when the house is empty. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done in time. But I'm gonna do the baseboards in here. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything in the bathroom, but I might do the baseboards and the walls in our little hallway. So that's the immediate goal. Okay, so I just finished all of the baseboards in here. They are all white and clean. The only baseboards I didn't get are what's behind the bed. So now what I'm gonna do is the hallway. I think I'm gonna start with the baseboards in the hallway before I deal with the doors. Honestly, the doors are harder than the baseboards to do. They take forever. So I'm going to start that now. Now I don't have anything else to say. So I just vacuumed up all of the hair from the baseboard, like the dog hair from the baseboards and the dust. And I'm gonna show you what they look like now, and then I'll show you what they look like after wiping them down and having them actually clean. These are not the worst baseboards in the house. I did these baseboards like right before Graham was born. So these have been done much more like recently than a lot of the other baseboards, but this is what they look like. So the baseboards in the corners are like the worst ones, like the whole house. Every time there's a corner, it's bad. But then this is what the rest of them look like. Like I said, it's really not that bad, and this camera isn't even picking it up all the way. There you go. If I turn the brightness down, you can kind of see just like the dirt from the dogs and stuff. And then like a lot of our doors have stuff like this from the dogs. Yeah. Stuff like that from the dogs that I cleaned up in the other room. So I'm gonna clean the baseboards, and then I will check back in and start doing the doors. So here is what the baseboards look like now. This is blurry, I'm sorry. These are those corner ones. And these are as white as they are going to get. But they're much cleaner. Now it is time to tackle the doors. Okay, I'm literally sweating. I have to tell you guys what just happened. Today has been a series of unfortunate events. The first thing that was like overly wrong today was that this dog water bowl was full of water, and I didn't know that. Usually it's empty before the kids are out and about, or it's picked up, but it wasn't. So Bentley had spilled it at some point, and I didn't know, and our couch is directly on the floor, like it's not on legs, so the water was just like seeping into the couch for like hours before I found out. So I had to pick up the couch and get a towel underneath it, and hopefully that did enough, but probably not. But what just happened, Bentley, I guess, figured out how to do the locks on the doors. I hate that that door has a lock on the inside of it, because that's just so dangerous. And I hate that there's not a way to unlock it, like there's not like a key for it or anything like that. I hate that so much. Luckily, his room has two entry points. One in like to the hallway, and then one to the bathroom. But the bathroom is full of boxes and stuff. Well, he got himself locked in his room because he locked it, which that's the first time he's ever done that. But he got himself locked in the room, and then he climbed into Graham's crib. Graham wasn't in there, but he climbed into Graham's crib and then was stuck in the crib. So he couldn't even come back to the door and like try to unlock it, because I really think that if he wasn't in the crib, he could have. So he was stuck, and I had to go find a way to get him, and I knew that if I couldn't get through the bathroom, I was gonna have to call the fire department. And so I was freaking out, and I called Charles, and I was like, I need you to talk me through this. So I pulled everything out of the bathroom, even though it was heavy as hell, and Bentley was freaking out the whole time, but I got it out of the bathroom. Luckily that door opened, and I got in there and got him out, and it was a whole thing. But now I'm terrified every time he walks into a room, because he's been so obsessive lately. He walks into a room and he shuts the door. And so now, and when he walks in the room and shuts the door, and he's also exploring the locks on the door, it makes me so nervous, because every time he walks into a room, I think that he's gonna get locked in. So I had to put like duct tape around the locks so that hopefully he can't turn them. I tried to see if it was like easy to turn and it didn't seem like it, but I'm still so nervous about it. And I'm like, how am I supposed to stop that from happening? How am I supposed to stop him from messing with that? So that just happened, but all is good. Now I'm back to cleaning the doors. Oh, and we're about to have a thunderstorm. So today's been a lovely day. Okay, I just finished the doors and it took me literally forever. It is 3:30 now, but they are all nice and clean. I did the inside and outside of these ones. All of the other ones have already been done. I'm exhausted and I'm over it. And I'm done cleaning. I hope this video wasn't boring. It's literally just me saying what I'm gonna do and then saying I did it. I understand that. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. There's not a whole lot of packing left, but time is running out. This is ramping up and I gotta get a lot of stuff done. So progress is progress. I'm happy about that. The cleaning is tedious and time consuming. So I'm glad that I'm making progress on that. But yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week.